ask Jimmy Clyde Hicks to lead us in our invocation.
Heavenly Father, as we come to you this evening, we thank you for your blessings. We thank you for everyone that's here today. God, we pray that you would bless this meeting, bless our board, all our city officials, our mayor. God, we pray that you would bless our city, God. We ask these things today in your name. Amen.
Ask David Moore to lead us in our pledge.
Now we can do the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I want to thank everybody for coming out to our board meeting. And this is our first, well, not the first time live on Facebook. During COVID, we've done a few Zoom meetings and Facebook Live for the citizens, and we had numerous requests by citizens to start that back up. Some of them couldn't get here because of work or different things, so we do have cameras now that are showing everything that's going on and microphones, so we are live on Facebook. And thanks James and Christian for getting it all together. We appreciate him. Everybody's got your agenda in front of you. There's a few items we need to add to the agenda. Number one, we need to get a couple of car tags for our new police vehicles. So discuss approved payment to the Department of Revenue, $32 to pay for tags for 2 police vehicles. We have a new liquor store in town that has purchased the building across from Walden. Chief Ramey said they are legal and everything's up and running, so approve their privilege license tonight be added to the agenda. Paul has asked for an emergency for a treatment plant. Johnny Dale Murphy's property PPI in 1676. And y'all did have Dustin Baines' application in y'all's packets, but we failed to put him down as a hire on at the gas and water. So I'd like to ask for these 5 items to be added to the agenda.
What was the fourth one?
Fourth is Johnny Dale Murphy property PPIN number 1676, and we've got an explanation for all that. Did y'all get all 5? Any questions?
Are we approving the budget tonight?
Yes, that's not
It's
on.
not on there.
So number 6 would be approving the budget.
And can we discuss the second board meeting for this month? Can we add that to the agenda?
Discuss the second board meeting.
The 9/20 meeting.
9:20.
All righty. Item 6 and 7 would be approving the budget. Number 7 will be the second board meeting. Anything else? Motion to add 7 items to the agenda.
Motion.
Discussion.
Yeah. On these items every board meeting, man, let's try to get them on now before we get to the board where we can look at this stuff and go over it, where we won't have to be sitting here going through discussion about something. We need to work it out before we come to the table and get everything organized. It's every week we get 8, 9, 10 things to add to the docket.
Any other discussion?
Mayor, we may need to add, approve the millage rate, right? That has to be with the budget, if I'm not mistaken.
All right, so amend the motion, Jimmy and Lavelle, to add millage rate.
Sorry, I was just thinking that
Yeah.
through.
To amend your motion. Okay. It'll be 8 items.
Get that?
All right, any further discussion on adding to the agenda?
The millage rate has to be approved when the budget is approved.
That's right. That's on, school.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. We have our consent agenda. I'll give y'all a chance to look over it, and after y'all looked over it, I'd like to ask for a motion in a second. Carol?
Second.
Carolyn? Discussion? All in favor? Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. I know a lot of times we nod, but because we got the microphones now, we may need to say the gays, if y'all don't care. I know I do look and everybody's nodding, so look for the Facebook and everybody so they can hear. I appreciate that. Jordan Bennett has asked to be added, to address the board. Jordan?
We'd like to ask to close off the road to the left to the hardware store building right there on the 12th for mine and November 12th for mine and Rebecca's wedding.
Okay, that is a Saturday, so most all the businesses are closed down that section of Main Street. I don't see a reason that this would hurt anything, so I'd like to ask for a motion.
Motion.
What time of day?
So
Yeah.
we didn't know, is there a Veterans Day parade?
On the 12th?
Cause that's the day after Veterans Day, so we didn't know. I had heard that there has been one in the past, but
It wouldn't matter.
Well, Main Street, the section that's just closed is gonna be in front of the hardware, this way towards the Langston Law Firm.
Right.
normally
So,
it's at 10
normal-
a.m. in the morning.
Yes, and that's early in the morning. Y'all's reception, everything be that evening,
Right,
so we could close at, say, noon, and that would be sufficient.
that'd be perfect.
So, closing Main Street between Market and Church, the 11th, November 12th at noon, and that would take care of y'all's situation.
Yes.
All right, motion,
Second.
Tara and Jimmy? Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Thank y'all.
Thank
Appreciate y'all and good luck.
Thank you.
Miss Peggy Roten, request to address the board. Miss Peggy,
Yes.
You missed me.
Derek and Jana.
they asked to be removed. I'm sorry. So Derek and Jana has asked to be removed from the agenda. Miss Peggy, it's your turn to address the board. And Miss Peggy, they do have a time limit. It's 5 minutes.
I was gonna say, it may take longer, I may have to come back for another meeting. Okay, so. You probably all know that civil rights code, but there's.
Two.
All right, everybody's got a copy. Miss Peggy?
Yes, does everyone here? They don't have a copy. Okay, on several occasions, and the reason I put this discrimination, on several occasions, approximately for 5 years, I have been trying to get some things done. And I've been turned down every time. Okay, just like I've asked to see the code book. On 2 occasions, it hasn't been available to me. Can y'all tell me where it is?
The board's not gonna address questions, you can address the board. So if you wanna address the board, just tell them what's on your mind.
Yes, that's what I wanna know.
Okay.
Where is the code book? That's one of the things I wanna know.
The board's not gonna sit here and answer questions.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
since
understand
Because
that.
what you're doing is basically threatening us with a lawsuit.
Oh, no,
You just handed to civil
right,
rights,
that's right, in
Right.
case someone does not know.
so.
Because
and
I
I'm
have
their
been,
attorney and I'm gonna tell them not to answer questions. Anytime we're threatened, that's appropriate.
I'm in no way threatening you people. I simply want to ask some questions that I don't understand.
You can address the board.
That's
Yes.
to address the board.
Right, I address the board. May I see this code book? And where is it?
We do have a code book here at City Hall, and we will get a copy made.
All right, what about the codes? I have not been able to see those either.
We have a copy here. We'll get you a copy of it.
All right. No, I do not plan to file a lawsuit. I just want you to be familiar
I'm very familiar with it.
with, right. That's another question I have. Are you not the one that says, here, this is a question, I don't, okay, who is to be paid and who is not to be paid I was asked about being paid for property that I had cleaned up.
Right, and I took that question to David Jones, and he
Right.
said we cannot do it.
All right. But do you not have the final say because you're the attorney?
I do not.
Okay. Where is the law for that?
Probably about 64 AG's opinions that I read today says we can't do it.
Would you repeat that again?
Yeah, about 64 AG's opinions that I read today says we can't do it.
Okay. Why can there's no way I can really address this without saying, well, let me say this. Some people's property are cleaned up by the city and some are not, and mine is one that's not.
We talking about,
I asked if my property could be cleaned up. I was told no. And you told me that, Mayor, because you
Yes,
had
ma'am.
talked today.
Yes, ma'am, we cannot go. on
All right,
property and
yet
clean it up.
Ellis Long's property across the street was cleaned up.
That,
And Miss Miller was down there having it done.
I was not.
Yes, sir, you were, yes,
No,
ma'am.
ma'am,
you
I
were
was
down
not.
there.
I was down there watching.
Right.
I sure was. I wasn't saying
Excuse me.
anything, Miss Roden,
Why were you
Excuse
down
me.
there? That has nothing.
because I was out walking in the
Excuse
neighborhood
me.
like I usually do.
No.
Yes, I was.
No, I was watching, Carol.
Good, watch how you want to. We need it.
all
Why?
right. First of all, what happened is a tree fell
Yeah.
and our street department shoved it out of the road to open the road up. Then we went back and cleaned up what we shoved out of the street.
Right. But
Now,
it fell against his house also, and some stuff was moved. That's private property.
I know we cleaned up what we shoved out of the road. I know that.
Yes,
So
I
that
know
was
that
cleaned up.
also, as well as some other.
But I was not there to see who was there telling. I did ask Kenny and he.
Well, I
said
don't
that-
know if she told or not, but she was there. And my question is that property does not belong to her,
I was in the street,
you know.
We
I was
did-
standing
we-
in the
yard, Carolyn.
and you
We
came
did.
over there.
we
I
did
sure
shove
did.
it out
That
the
was
road
not your
into-
place. That's
So
our
the front
property
wheel,
over there.
That has
our five-
nothing to do with the property.
Our 5
It
minutes.
most
is
certainly
up.
does.
He
Excuse
walked
me,
across
Miss
the
Carolyn,
street.
Miss Peggy,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but our 5 minutes is up.
All right,
I apologize, the time limit's up. Thank you, Miss Peggy.
right, thank you.
All righty. What department report, Miss Lori?
Okay, I'm gonna make this real quick. And, I am going to give you this just for you to look through at your own convenience to let you know that we are working on a couple of things. We have secured, $100,000 in grant money and some additional funds to draw and create a tourism draw for Booneville. So that just kind of maps out our plan of what we are working toward for 2023. But that's just at your leisure for you to look that over. I'll start at the top, Mayor, on the agenda to ask that you, the board consider approving a resolution for local ads and Northeast, Community College TV ads that we are doing for this, city, and that is in the amount of $622.88.
I'd like to ask for a motion to approve a resolution for local ads. This money's to be spent out of the tourism fund of $622.88.
Motion.
I got Sarah and Jimmy.
Okay. Move
Hold
on.
on. All in favor?
Fine.
Pose same sign. Next, Miss Lori.
Yes, I'm gonna move right on into our, this deals with what I just gave you. We would like to introduce the holiday event, that we are trying to do for the city of Booneville as a tourism draw. So as you can see, we are working with a ice skating event company, and we will be bringing in ice skating, carriage rides, train rides for the children. We are just asking for the resolution to be approved to bring in that rink, and then they're going to train us on what to do. $15,623.96.
Resolution to spend tourism money in $15,623.96.
Motion. Second.
Lori and Sarah. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Pose same sign. Motion carried. Next, Miss
Okay.
Lori.
This kind of deals with what I just asked, so for us to be able to do that, until we get the improvements done back behind the depot, we're asking, could we request for that area to be blocked off for safety reasons? December the 5th through the 17th, the ice skating rink will be there, we'll have carriage rides and everything. Is that something we can do?
Yes, did we miss the one about the back porch?
Well, I moved to the bottom one due to the fact that it dealt with the tourism,
Okay,
sorry.
yes, yes, I'd like to ask for a motion to close Truman Street between December 5th and December 17th for safety reasons for these events that are going on with tourism and the skating rink and everything else. This is the short street that turns and goes behind Daniel Tucker's office and comes out at R&T's. So people will have a way around, so it's not like it's,
It's a very
It's a-
low traveled street.
yes.
Second.
Jimmy and Tara, all in favor, closing the road. Opposed, same sign, motion carried. We will get the barricades out, Kenny, if you'll make some notes of those dates, and we'll block those streets off.
Moving right along, we have some damage there at the back porch of the depot, that we need to have repaired. We did receive 2 bids on that, and the lowest and best bid was HD Construction in the amount of $18,250.
Motion to approve a resolution to spend tourism money of $18,250 to repair the back porch on the depot.
Motion.
Carolyn and Liddell, discussion? All in favor? Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Next.
Request to use the hardware building after the Christmas parade on Monday, December the 5th, where we will have our activities. I believe that is, clear on the calendar if I am correct, okay?
Motion to waive the fees for the rental of the hardware for Main Street and to block it off. Do you need the day before?
No, we should be fine.
So for the use of the hardware building December 5th, 2022.
Motion.
Tara? Jimmy? All in favor? Opposed, same sign. Motion carried.
And I believe if you check your boxes, there were some ribbon cutting dates in there. Will you add one to your, date, or your calendar? Our new bakery, Sarsaparilla, they will have their ribbon cutting on Monday, August the 12th at 11 a.m. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ms. Lord. John? Moving on to the park department.
Is it September?
September the 12th.
Oh, I'm sorry.
September, not August.
Thank you. We already need money.
And I did write down on it.
I did too. I wrote it down.
I was like, wait a minute.
Go ahead, John.
Michael said I was on the timer right there, so, I've got two that, we're desperately short for umpires, and we had posted for it, but we never got anybody to actually apply, and these two here, do we need to take them as separate?
Yeah.
The first one will be Alex Wilson, be hired as an umpire at the park, $35 per game.
Motion.
Second.
Carolyn, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. The next one will be Hans Van Dekel.
Yeah.
That's that right?
Yeah.
Close.
Hans, at $35 per game. Motion,
Motion.
Lavelle. Second, Jimmy. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried.
Can I update one thing?
Yes, sir, go ahead and update.
We got the lights up today,
Good.
and them wired up, turned them on, and 5 of them went out.
Football field,
Yeah.
lights.
But we got the pole up, so the power company's gonna come back, and we're gonna try to change the bulbs, and hopefully.
Fingers crossed. That's as fast as you can get it done. I
That's
appreciate
right.
that.
Thank you, John. Appreciate your hard work. Fire Chief Bobby Agnew. Chief?
Good afternoon. All right, I would like to ask about promoting Andy King to firefighter 3 at 1173 per hour.
Motion.
Second.
Lavelle and Tara? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Chief?
I'd like to ask to promote Jaron Childers to firefighter 3 at 1173.
Motion.
Jeff? Carolyn? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried.
I'd like to promote, Blake Kelly to firefighter 2 at 1123.
Motion.
Jimmy and Lavelle. All in favor? Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Chief?
I'd like to promote Chris Hindu to firefighter 2 at 1123.
Motion.
Jeff?
Second.
Tara? All in favor? Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Chief, appreciate your hard work.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Miss Lisa standing at the gas and water office. Miss Lisa.
Okay, I'd like to ask the board to approve for the gas and water department to pay the city of Booneville $105,000 in administrative fee.
This is the administration fee that the gas and water splits 50-50 for us maintaining the budget and other things. Motion to transfer 105 from gas and water for admin fees.
Motion.
Sarah and Jimmy? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Hold on one second. We did talk to David Jones and I have talked to Daniel. That fee has been set for many years. Next year, I'm gonna ask that that be increased because, price of doing business just goes up. So next year we will, hopefully, I would like to ask for that to be increased. We'll discuss that during our next budget cycle. Go ahead, Miss Lisa.
Okay, next I'd like to ask the board to approve a yearly ad with in the Banner Independent. It's titled, What to Do If You Smell Gas, and also it's a 811 call before you dig, ad. This goes along with their public awareness program that we have to do with the Public Service Commissioner and FEMS and all that. So I'd like to ask y'all, cost of
I got Jeff and Lavelle. And it is for 156, add with a battery.
Yes.
All in favor? Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. We need to do a little clarification. There was a typo on the travel on the next item where it says meals at the end. It's not 205. Please scratch 209. It's 369. So that brings the total cost for everything to $1,641.75. Go ahead and explain what this is, Ms. Lisa.
Okay, this is a Mississippi Natural Gas Conference.
369 on meals, 164,175 total. Go ahead, Lisa.
This is Mississippi Natural Gas Conference. We have it in Jackson, or this one is in Jackson. Each one of us will receive gas hours for attending this. Everything from safety to, location lines, classes will be attended.
This is a routine training class. It's for with gas hours.
Motion.
Second.
Lavelle and Tara, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Lisa.
Thank you.
Mr. Paul.
We had a little bit of a spelling issue there. I've been asked if I was gonna get Siles to go with it more.
That is a misspelling.
But, this is sort of me and OJ together. We've been spending so much money on the cost of road boards, and I've checked with other cities, New Albany especially, if there's a road board, the customer pays for it. And I've spent nearly 10,000 last month on road boards. I mean,
It's been a lot, and we've had problems, and just,
Yes, about 15.
Yeah. Bunch,
15,000.
yeah, bunch. I ain't got added up, but we've spent a bunch. last
Other
couple
cities
months.
do this. If a customer lives on one side of the road or the other from the gas line and it's required to bore under the road, a lot of cities do make the customer pay for that bore. If that's something y'all would like to do,
creek crossings is a lot of it too. I mean, they'll buy a spot of land on the backside of the creek, and we've got to get utilities too.
Like I've done one the other day, it cost me $3,400 just for a board.
we had to do 2 bores
Two
to
bores
get
on that.
one customer natural gas.
Yes,
And it was pretty expensive.
yeah.
But is that gonna be for the citizen here in the city limits too, or just
That'd
out?
be for everybody.
I mean, I'm not gonna be for that. We gotta get them service if they live here. That's what we're here for. We just do away with them and just contract it out. And we wouldn't need you. If we're gonna charge the customer that, we just let the
I mean, we're
contractor
just going
do
by
it.
good business.
We're just letting y'all know it's costing more
Yeah, I
to
know.
do bores with us not making the money for the service.
It's like, OJ, you
Put-
give $500 for a gas service, and then you spend $3,500
For a road
bore.
bore, and you're not making no money, you're losing.
What back when y'all come to us about the road bore machine, you said you could, people, whoever came at the time, I don't know who it was, they said it would work if we just purchased this road bore machine, that we had people that can work it. Now we want to sell it,
When
and
nobody's
now we
here to
wanna
work it,
charge
Yeah,
it.
nobody's here to work it. The ones that
People-
said that, those are gone.
Yeah. We need to, I mean, if you're gonna sell it, to me, look like we contracted everything out. To me, that's what I would do.
Mayor, can we move it to a work session so we can ask some more questions about it? Try to
Motion to move to a work session,
Motion.
Motion.
Lavelle and Jimmy. All in favor of placing this on the next work session?
Aye.
Oh, same sign. We'll talk about it at the work session.
Next thing I got, the cost of footages, and we may want to postpone this to work session.
This pretty much goes hand in hand with road boards.
Yeah. Motion to
Yeah.
move to work.
Sarah
Motion.
and Jeff. All righty, we'll put those on the next work session.
While I'm up here, we're going to discuss the treatment plant, or you
Well, everything added to the agenda goes to the end of the meeting, so we'll bring that back up.
want,
Thank you, Paul. All right, Chief Ramey, our police chief.
First thing I have to ask y'all to allow me to hire Nicola Ward as a part-time police officer at $11.50 an hour. And she is here tonight.
Time certified? Part-time certified?
Yes, no, she's full-time certified.
Full-time certified?
Motion.
I got Jeff and Jimmy. All in favor? Pose same sign. Motion carried. Chief?
Second thing I'd like to ask you to do is allow me to hire Ridge Lawson as a part-time police officer at $11.50 an hour.
Motion.
And he's also full-time.
Second.
Terry and Lavelle, all in favor? Pose same sign. Motion carried. We want to welcome these two people to the city of Booneville. Thank y'all for the service y'all do. Moving on to property cleanups, and this is gonna be lengthy. I've outlined each one of these in detail. We're gonna go through the bids that we placed first. And we'll go down the list just like we had them in our last board meeting. And I've got them separated by bids and the cleanups. So we'll do the bids first. Charles, do you have them in order just like we done them?
I doubt if I do, but I've got me a list here with all of them, the contractors 9 years, so I can write it down.
Okay. Do you have all the bids? All right, Sharon's gotta step out there with these. This is the same ones we went over. The only thing I've done was separate them by the ones we took bids on already and the ones we were gonna wait and address tonight. So that's the only thing I've done is separate them by bids and address the ones we gave time to clean up. Sharon's getting the bids right now. You have them by the PIN numbers on the front. We're looking for 8390, that's this one here. If you look for 8390, this is PIN number 8390, this is 702 South Lake Street, Bob Floyd property. I have one bid. 8390. So the stack have one? The stack have one? And right. Sorry, these bids, there's a lot of them, I'm sorry.
Where's that address?
There's that one. At Alderman, I got that stacked. I got this stack, there's 4 stacks, right? Okay. So we should have 5 bids for each. Which one in that stack? Okay, we have 5 bids for that property. First one is Walden Land and Development.
Would that be, Casey Ferguson?
He does have his insurance with it. His bid is $4,500.
Who was that?
Even. Second bid is Dependable Dozer Work, Eric Ross. He does have his insurance. His bid is $1,200. So at this point, he has it. You keeping up with him? Burns Dozer and Backhoe Service, same property. Takes a little while to see a bid. Sorry about this, folks. They do have their insurance form. $1,800.
Who was that one?
Burns. And then Coons Construction LLC. They do have their insurance form also. And his is $1,000. 702 South Lake Street. So, Coon Construction is the low bid on that one. Wait a minute, I got one more, Reed Love and Son. I jumped the gun. They do have their insurance and it's $8,500. So it would be Coon is the low bid of $1,000 for PPIN number 8390. You got that?
Motion to sell.
Coon, K-O-O-N.
Coon.
Coons Construction LLC with an S. All in favor of accepting Coons low bid of $1,000? Jill, Tara, all in favor? Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Next will be PPIN number 2843, 803 South Lake Street, Edge Auto Auction. $2,843, you got all of them? First, 2843, 803 South Lake.
What are we doing on the property?
That is the Coons.
What's the job done?
Demolish, remove 3 old buildings, grade pad for positive drainage, including old house pad, mow entire lots, sow grass seed.
There is a description on each bid sheet that they received, exactly what they're supposed to do.
Okay. 803 South Lake, Dependable Dozer. Dependable Dozer, 2,900. Burns Dozer. $1,950. Coons Construction LLC. $3,700. And Breed Love and Son. $10,800. So the low one was
Burns, Dozer, and backhoe.
Burns, Dozer, and backhoe.
Motion, Seth Burns.
Jeff and
Motion.
Loretta. All in favor? Opposed, same sign. Yes, do I know?
On the sheet, tell them that we're gonna be doing.
Yes. Demo old house, field pad is necessary for positive drainage, sow grass seed and mow entire lot. Next.
That house has got a small basement in it.
Okay, next one is pen 828526. 306 East Lake. Alrighty. Dependable dozer. $2,700. Coon. 2990, 2,990. Burns. $2,250, 2,250. And then Breedlove Brother, or Breedlove and Son. I've called it Breedlove and Brother for so long, it's just stuck. Wayne and Bill. It is $10,000. Wait a minute, I think that's a typo. They left out a zero, but they put the comma in there.
Yes, I think 10,000.
Do you think that was? They left out a zero, but they got their comma in there, so I do believe that was 10,000. That's a typo. So the low one on that one will be Burns, Dozer, demo and remove burnt house, clean and grade lot, positive drainage, and sow grass seed. 2,250.
Motion for Burns.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Next will be pin number 2552. Larry Wood property, East Chambers. Chambers Drive. 3506 Chambers Drive. Dependable dozer, Eric Ross. $2,100. Walter Land Management and Development, 5,500. Coon. $3,240, 3,240. Burns Dozer. $2,350. And then Breedlove and Son. $12,500. Motion to accept the low bid from Eric Ross, dependable dozer of $2,100.
Motion.
Second. I got a Jeff and Jimmy. I'm sorry. Yeah, Jeff and Jimmy. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Next to be Larry Glass, 904 South Lake, PPI number 8189.
That one was supposed to be taken off. He completed that.
Yes, I don't have
Okay, so that one's complete. So there's no
He has-
bids on that one.
He has taken care of that, yes.
Next will be 400 Miller Circle, Larry Scruggs, PPI number 8670. 8670. Dependable dozer. $3,200. Coons, $4,470. Burns, 3,750. And Bree Love and Son. $15,000. Low bid from Dependable Dozer of $3,200. Did I get that right?
Motion.
Yes.
Second.
Thank you. Next would be 906 Hatchie. All in favor? Opposed, same sign. Motion carried.
How much did you say Bree Love was, just for notes?
15.
Next, pin number 8282, 906 Hatchie.
906.
Somebody give me a letter opener. I'm glad.
Lori did.
Before I got a paper cut. Thank you, Ms. Lori. Dependable Dozer. $2,800. You know, if I could do this ahead of time. It's illegal. Coon, 3,000. Walden. $7,500. Burns Dozer. Yeah, that got wet. Everything's stuck together. $2,000. And then Bree Love. $10,000. That's another typo. I did hit the comma in there, so that.
What's that pin number?
That pin number was 8282 906 Hatchie. It'd be the low bid of $2,000 from Burns Dozer. Motion?
Motion.
Jeff and Tara, all in favor? All the same time. Next, moving on to 103 Cedar. This is just for mowing. This is nothing to be poured out. 5110. Dependable Dozer. That is correct. On Cedar, Charles, that's just mowing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bush hog, ain't no
Bush hogging, 600. That's Dependable Dozer, 600. Burns Dozer, 1,600. Coon. $750. $750. Walden. 1,200. And Bree Love. $3,500. I didn't keep up with that. Who's loving on that?
That is gonna be.
Ross.
Coon.
Deposit, the first one.
Yeah, they Ross.
750, 1,600,
Dependable Dozer, Ross.
600, 600.
Yeah, motion.
Second.
Alright. 105 Cedar, 5108. All in favor? Getting in a hurry here. 5108. This is the same thing, this is just bush hogging, right, Carl?
2 lots side by side, yes.
Is that the same street?
That's
Same
right.
Yeah,
street,
Cedar Street.
both lots are
Right
joining each other.
beside. Tune, 750. Dependable, dozer. $600. Walden. 1,200. Burns, dozer. 1,600. And Bree Love. How much is it?
35.
You got it, 3,500.
He got it.
Who was it on that?
Dependable dozer.
Dependable,
Rock.
600. Motion,
Motion.
second. All in favor? Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Last one, would be 5302 Park Street.
Park, okay.
Dependable,
On this one, went by there today, and the gentleman that lives beside there has got that place cleaned up, and he is here. He's wanting to try and buy the place from this gentleman. If y'all would like him to, he could speak, or we would take the bid, or how y'all think we'll do it. But he has cleaned that place up, and it looks 100% better.
so
Is he here?
on that. We would have to rescind the previous motion to receive bids. I haven't read them, I've got them open, but I haven't read them. So we would have to rescind the motion to receive bids and tear it down, if y'all agree to this.
This is Mr. Cross, like I said, he was there working on it today, and it does look good, and he is
Attempting to purchase.
You're attempting to
wanting
purchase,
to
Janice?
purchase, yes.
Motion to rescind the bids to tear down this property.
Motion.
Motion. Second.
All in favor of rescinding the bids to tear down this property? All in favor? Oh, same, I'm sorry, any discussion, Jeff?
Yeah, how long it gonna take?
I don't really know. I mean, I don't have a timeline yet.
Well, we don't want it to set long, because that's what problem we're getting in. We're giving people a chance to get them cleaned up, and then they'll come to the board and want 30 more days, and then we'll go check, they're not done, but, we beg you to get on it and try to get it done, because the citizens is on us about these cleanups. And we got to get it done, or else.
Just stay in touch with
Yeah.
Charles on the progress and time that you need, just so we'll know what we
that's-
can tell people from that.
If I can, allow him like you did this
Yes.
other one, 30 or 60 days to
A
proceed.
certain amount
Because
of
he has
days.
definitely cleaned the place up.
Well, first of all, we have a motion on the table to rescind the bids and tear it down. All in favor of rescinding that? Okay, now, motion to allow James 2 months, James Cross 2 months to get the property, livable, up to code,
Well, in his name and.
in his
yeah,
name and up to
yeah.
code.
Motion.
Let's just say James, let's see, what is this? You don't say,
Give him 3.
December 1st or 30, well, I don't know. Y'all
What did you
must
say,
be
2
know.
months?
2
60
months.
days.
60 days.
First board meeting in November,
That'll be
first board meeting in November. All in favor?
fine.
Oh, same sign, motion carried.
Thank you, Jay.
I'd love to see the house put back in use.
We'll go back to the motion.
Thank you, Jay.
I'm sorry, motion and a second for that last item
Motion.
to allow him to November. All right, now all in favor? Oh, same sign. That's got all the cleanups done, so these bids are good. Now to the property cleanup updates. These are the ones we gave till this board meeting to update the property. And Charles, I guess I'll just go down the list too, just like we had it on that previous meeting. Pin number 8570, this is 204 East Lake Street, Melinda Hester.
It is demoed complete, and it looks good.
So this one is off the agenda because it is done.
What number, what pen is that?
8570 204 East Lake. It is complete, tore down and done. Next one is pen 8191 1618 East Church Street, Sarah Ferguson property.
He has tore it down, he still has got to haul it off.
Y'all want to extend the time on it, or what's your?
Extend it.
It was tore down.
It is tore down and
Progress
piled up, he
made.
just not, has moved it off the site yet.
Yes.
So we're gonna extend him to November, first board meeting in November?
Yeah.
Motion?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. The next property we're gonna look at is pen 2379508 J Center Road, Charles Scroggins. What's his, there he is.
Mr. Scroggins here, I talked to him this morning, he wants to address the board again. about his
Charles,
property.
how you doing?
Excuse me, I'm doing good.
Good to see
I
you.
made a lot of headway on it, but I haven't got as far as I want. And if I could have some more time, I'd make it look.
I've been by
get
and
to
looked
be
at it,
done.
looked good.
Yeah.
We appreciate that.
Motion to extend the first board meeting in November and reevaluate.
Second. Oh,
Tara and Jimmy, all in favor?
Thank
Opposed,
you.
same sign.
Thank you.
Thank you, Charles. Next property would be 5363705B J Center Road, Marcia Dawson.
It is completed, it looks
It
good.
is done, tore
Tore
down.
down, graded, yes.
Good. Next one is pin number 241-1301 Meadow Creek Drive, Ronald Moore. I see it every day.
It started, and for the last month, they haven't done anything else. It needs to be finished. Why they started and then just stopped, I don't know. But it's in worse structural shape now than it was.
Wrong house number.
It's
across the road.
It was.
Structurally, yeah, it's just hanging and falling. They got at that point, just left it.
I got the pin number right.
You want to give them to November like he said?
You want to do that in the same way, November? Motion to extend to November?
No, about giving them, to the first board.
Motion and second?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Hardee's is already complete, that work is done and it looks great.
Yeah, they got it blocked off.
They actually put poles every 6 foot to keep traffic out.
Looks good.
There's a gate where they can go in there and empty their garbage, so it looks good.
Yeah.
The next one is pin number 8157, that is 200 Lakeview. The church has purchased that property, it now belongs to the church and it is tore down.
It is tore down and cleaned up, yes, it's complete.
So that one is done. Next would be pin number 8095108 Walden Drive, Jordan Berryman.
I've been by there and I think he is here. He's got a dumpster there and he is working on it.
I've been by too.
Yes, the bank was supposed to get back with me last week on getting money to put it back, but I've already started, putting my own money in to get it tore down. Not all tore down, but get everything off so I can go forward. I probably gotta have another dumpster, that's gotta be done.
We get the same extension that we're giving everybody else, they fine.
Yeah, but what is that?
No, first board meeting in
2
November.
months. Oh, yeah, it'll be going back together by then. Should be.
He got it.
As long as the bank gets on the ball.
I've been over and checked it out.
Motion to extend.
Motion.
Second. Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
You got somebody?
I got it.
All in favor? Opposed, same side. Motion carried. Next is the Anderson Estate. Daniel was contacted by the attorney. Go ahead, Daniel.
Yeah, they said that the cost of repair and remodeling is gonna be too expensive and they plan to tear it down, so we give them 60 days.
Motion to extend in November. This is the blue building across from the library.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor? Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Next is pin number 2831, 713 South Bryant, Tammy Morgan. Charles?
They're like the one on Meadow Creek. They started when y'all gave them the extension. They worked on it for 2 or 3 weeks and they just stopped. They tore it down and it's just piled and laying there and they haven't touched it in a month that I can tell.
It's up to the board.
If we give extensions to these people that are not touching it, we need
Yeah.
to take that into consideration to the people that are working
Yeah.
toward progress and then the ones that are not. So
Okay.
I don't have a problem extending it, but I would like to keep an eye on the people that are not doing what they're
And
saying.
they are not
I've
here to
been
address
watching
it,
them.
so it's up to y'all what y'all
So if
choose
you
to
come
do.
back again and they're not doing anything,
That's
then
right. Because I know, like I said, they worked on it for the first 2 or 3 weeks and then just quit.
What y'all want to do?
you think extend them, and then if they're not working again.
One more chance?
One more chance.
Motion to extend,
Motion.
second. Second, second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Pose same sign. Motion carried. Tim and Nancy McCoy, pin 6684.
We by there today, I don't know if they're here tonight, it's in worse than it was. The tarps that were on the roof are blowed off, and you can actually see the holes through the roof of their house that they're living in.
I bet mine too.
Has there been any progress on it?
No.
Well, let's
I
take
bet
action.
Motion to accept bids to clean up property.
Motion.
What's that address?
Second.
It is 307 South Bryant.
I've been by there.
All right, I have a motion from Lavelle, second.
What's this property gonna need, Charlie?
Roof, got a whole new roof. I mean, I can't
But
make them
when we
tear
clean-
it down, but
that's
it
what I'm
needs
saying.
an entire new roof.
So how do we do that? I guess we're not tearing down, we're not cleaning up, we're not gonna go roofing for them.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Would we not need to tear
But this house has
tear
been
it
that
down?
way.
Because he said you could see through it
You can.
worse than before.
I'm sorry, we do have a motion on the table to have a second, so we can
I'll
further
second.
discuss. Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. All right, now further discussion, I'm sorry. So the motion is on the table to tear it down? Further discussion?
Is it to that point?
The house, the brick and stuff looks decent. It's just the roof.
It's just
I mean,
the roof.
it needs the entire.
He hadn't done nothing.
Tore
He
down to the
can't bore
brick
me,
and
but
the roof.
I mean, it's a nice brick home, and I would love to give him to November if y'all can, because I mean that's too nice of a home.
Can we get in touch with him to let
If
him
he-
know?
I will,
That was the man and woman that came here and said they were trying to get a loan to fix it,
and
if y'all remember.
But it's been
They
a
actually
while.
live there.
Fine with that.
It's been,
He
I'm
had-
fine with that, but if
All
we
right,
don't extend.
We already have a motion and a second on the table, so I'm gonna ask for a vote. If y'all don't want that to go forward, I understand what needs to happen, so let me finish that with 1 second. All right, all in favor of tearing it down? Motion died. Now, the motion,
I got a motion to give him to November like the rest of the.
motion to extend.
Extend it to November, and then after November, we're gonna take action. Like
Okay.
we're gonna do the rest
Just
of
like the
Do
one.
I have a
we
second?
haven't touched it yet.
Yeah.
Second.
All right, all in favor? Those same sign? Motion carried.
So tomorrow I will go by there, and usually they're out.
No more time, Tilly.
November the 1st, it's gotta be fixed.
So they
or
gonna
we will
tear it?
take bid to demo the entire house.
That's right, thank you.
Moving on, pin number 18684, 608 College Street, Christie Renee Stevens.
No progress at all.
No
Nothing
progress
has
at
been
all.
touched.
What was that pin number again?
18684,
What needs to be done?
608
Well,
College.
that's the one I ain't got the picture with me, is the foundation bricks falling out from under it, there's windows knocked out, there's
Jane
mold,
said she tried to
mildew.
call you this afternoon.
There's
Oh,
been no
wait a
progress.
minute, wait a minute,
Jane
wait a minute,
Cole.
wait a minute. This is College Street, this is Jane Cole.
Yeah.
She said, I didn't even read my own notes. She asked for an extension, she possibly has it sold.
Okay.
So extension to November. Thank you, Carolyn.
Motion.
I've got too many
Second.
properties in my head. Lavelle and Tara, all in favor?
Aye.
Pose same sign. Carolyn, thank you. About to mess up. Next one, be pin number 5992, 100 Oak Street, Robert Ties.
I speak, they called me and it need just another little more time. They said 30 days, but we giving them to November. We give them to November. If they don't do that, then we'll demolish it.
Same extension, motion,
Motion.
Second.
Jeff and Lavelle,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Final one is 502 Whitwood, pin number 5607. Jane Preston, she did get a contract to keep it clean. Have they kept it clean?
Yes, Andrew Moreland is keeping it mowed on a regular basis, yes.
So just, no action taken because it is, we just said we were gonna come back and make sure they maintain their contract.
They have done it, yes.
And they have, so no action taken on that. Alright, that's got everything. Anything else on property cleanup? Anybody,
Appreciate
if
that.
I missed anything, that's a lot of work, but
Thank you.
it was necessary.
Thank you.
We made progress.
Alrighty, moving to the board report. Ms. Lavelle.
I just had, a citizen in our neighborhood that had sent pictures, and I sent them to Mayor, and I think Kenny's been over there looking at it. There's water collecting underneath the road, and I think you may can enlighten what needs to be
Kenny,
done.
you checked on that, fill us in on that, please, sir.
Covered is gone across the road there. And, they got a pond across the road. It's gonna have to be a ditch dug all the way to that pond to get that water out of there. It's backing up on that lady across the road that owns Larry Morgan's house.
Well, how do we do that if we're going on private property?
The road is going to wash away. I mean, it's going to happen.
It's just blow the hole out where it comes out of covered, it just blow the hole out. And the water has to come up a foot before it ever gets
Let's get
drained.
David Moore to look at it and give us an evaluation and an opinion.
Yeah.
Is that okay? We'll do
Because
that.
that's coming into Glenn Smith subdivision where homes are all in through there.
We will get an opinion on that and bring it back to you.
Okay.
Next, Jeff, next, you was on the agenda.
We solved that problem.
Okay.
We done taken care of that, we just
Okay.
discussed it, remember?
Yes, I just going down my list.
Yeah.
All right, next, Jimmy Clyde, Cedar Street.
Cedar Street is, where it's been paved not long ago, maybe last year, 2 years ago. And in the middle of the street, there's a manhole. And the streets begin to cave in around that. And it needs some attention quickly.
They
It's
did
gonna
check the
completely-
manhole. It's settling. It hasn't caved into the manhole. It is settling and it's packing down. They had to dig pretty deep right there. It was almost 20-something feet. So it was hard to pack. I actually talked to David Moore about possibly coming in. Y'all seen the foam that picks up concrete? I asked David Moore if we could go in there and put foam under it and bring it back up, and he said, no, it don't work with asphalt. So David Moore's suggestion was when we start paving, we go in there and cut a section out, bring in a packer, pack the dirt, and then repave a section of it. That was the suggestion we got. But it is just settling dirt because it was a very deep hole we had to dig around that manhole. Next, Jimmy, Meadow Creek.
On Meadow Creek, this is just kind of an update, on the strips there and the lights that we had said we was gonna put up. And nothing has happened on that, and I was wondering what's the
Yes.
hold up on that?
Kenny, we still got rumble strips ordered?
Yeah, I got some.
Okay, we need to get them put down there at the intersection of Marietta Street and Cedar, so people will stop at that stop sign.
And also a lot.
Yes, the, lit stop signs.
Is it gonna be a permanent one there or just one that we?
You can put one on out of blank, so.
We can, we
Yeah,
just have
that's
to get a
what-
price on them.
That's what they putting up the state doing.
Mhm.
They putting a little blanket light. We got them at the college too now right now.
Most of them was good.
Intersection of Meadow Creek Drive and Cedar Street. Alrighty, we'll get that done. Next,
The next one is on, Waterville and West Chambers. Mr. Sam Grissom, they've called me, probably called all the board members about this. And, looking at this, it just, the way it looks like the water run continuously. And then all of a sudden, there's just a stop. And I talked with him, and he hasn't been there to use the building at all. And so I think that's what he's told with the board members. And I think he got with Lisa, and Lisa talked about fixing the sewer bill on it. But I think on this here, we need to look at adjusting this bill to the normal rate.
do we need to have the citizen request that?
You have in the past now. That's what you
Normally
always
the
done in the
citizens
past.
request it.
Yeah, but y'all can, I mean, it's not a policy.
It's just what we've done in the past.
He's just not coming to the board.
Yeah, he says he won't come, so I don't know how to.
If you make the motion, if you get a second, y'all don't know.
It's not a policy.
It is not a policy.
Make a motion.
Jimmy? Second?
I'll second that.
Tara? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same side? Motion carried. Next, Jimmy?
On the Next, Ms. Lori.
Okay,
Okay,
we are ready.
what she's gonna talk here, and she's gonna give us that 5 minutes. But anyway, it's on the, property at Mount Marietta Street.
Right,
And
107 Marietta.
She's gonna give us
First,
a
the thing I
rundown.
want to do is I want to thank the police officers because they have been really great at coming over and trying to help get things straightened up. There's so much garbage packed up behind the houses. We've got pictures of it here. And they also are putting up more tents and stuff for people to come in. They're coming in through the cemetery, sleeping there at night. They pulled in an old camper and they're tearing parts of that out. I don't know what the heck they're doing with it, but they were making so much noise the other morning. And I called down and Sammy sent an officer over right away. We've got people who are that work nights are trying to sleep. We've got 5 or 6 elderly people in the area, probably more on the other side, that are real sick. And these people have no consideration whatsoever. Not only that, now we've got rats. I had one in my backyard this morning, Dad. I was gonna bring it in and show it to y'all, but he stunk too bad, so there. Next time maybe. We also now have snakes coming out back there. I've lived here for 16 years, and that in 16 years have I had as many flies flying around our yard the way it is now. And it's just because of that place up there is so full of garbage in the back. Their water wasn't going into the house, so they're outside taking showers in the backyard. Jonathan here has 4 children. He put up a beautiful pool for them to play in. They haven't even been able to play out there this year because they're scared of these people. They stand there and stare at the kids, make comments and everything else. This isn't fair. There's something that has got to be done. It's either we get the EPA or the health department to come in and do the thing, because the next thing's going to happen with all the garbage, it's going to seep into the ground, and then we're going to have groundwater problems. But with salmonella, all kinds of diseases, you name it. And if a rat was to bite somebody, then there's a rat fever, and it's fatal. So we got to do something. It's either that I can get out my rifle and I can start shooting rats.
What about the light that's in the tent with the TV going full blast all hours of the night?
Yeah, it doesn't matter what time of the night it is, from anywhere from 10 o'clock until 5 in the morning. You'll see them all twerking in the street. I guess that's the word you use. You know. So I've been thinking about taking a movie and sending it to Walt Disney's, you know, so they can show a cartoon. It's ridiculous. Every day we get up, the smell when the wind comes out of the east, it's so bad that it's even coming in through your vents. In my house, I'm thinking, oh my God, my dog or my cat, and here it's them. You know, it's ridiculous. And so it's either, the value of our houses are dropping every day. And right now, I'm trying to get my place fixed up because, as I told Mr. Hicks when I came in here tonight, I made up my mind to get it finished, putting on the new roof and everything else. I'm thinking of putting it up for sale before the value goes down too much further. And everybody has worked so hard all of our lives to get where we're at. And as I was telling somebody the other day, when I started working in Kenosha, Wisconsin, I was making $1.10 an hour. These kids are getting $20 an hour, and they're too damn lazy to go and get a job. Now, some towns will set up and put huts up and all this kind of stuff. The farmer might donate a field or something, and they'll set it up for the homeless to go into. Or they bring in these people that are like what's up there at 107. That'd be fine, but they have to have a job. And then right now, people are crying for people to come to work. So what's the problem? What do we do? All I know is that I'm getting very frustrated every single day when I step outside and try to work and you just smell this garbage and all this stuff.
Yes, they've been written multiple citations, and it has to go before the judge now.
That's the thing, Mr. Mayor, is that the judges, nasty, that's the bad boy. You wait and come back next month. That's a bunch of garbage.
Well, we can't control the judge, I'm sorry. I wish we could, but we can't. It's up to the judge to make his recommendation. We've had this same issue over on Miller Circle, and the judge actually threatened to put him in jail, and that helped for a while.
They wouldn't keep him.
No, but we did threaten, and he did clean up for a while. But it's up to the judge what the judge does on the code violations.
Let me ask this, Daniel, is there a way that we can get this with the health department because of the health risk that it's causing?
Well, because she has now mentioned rats and snakes and the scent, I think we can call the health department and maybe, like you said, even EPA, to see if there's any type of
Can we declare an emergency?
declare an emergency. It's not in the code. State code doesn't allow it.
I don't
That's
think
crazy.
it does now, then they tried running over at that place and didn't do nothing.
Because the other one is with Tracy Arnold. Now, he works, for, get the state involved in it. Because these people, they don't care.
Right.
So the whole town is going to hell. You know that when people talk about Booneville, they're talking about it's a ghetto. I'm sorry. People work too doggone hard for their lives in order to live like this. And I ain't living like this.
Maybe we can reach out to Mr. Arnold to see if there's something else that we can do, because I support how you feel.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And we can reach out to Mr. Arnold, see if there's something state law. that
Well,
we
I've
can-
got phone
we
numbers
can
for the
do.
EPA, the health department, and Jessica's, what's your last name? Sheets, yes, thank you. She's head of the main office is in Atlanta, Georgia, for the health department, but she's in Oxford. And then there's Randy Jones in Tishomingo. They are in the health department. We can contact them also.
We will do what we can, but as far as the code violations, it is up to the judge. I apologize about that.
So how many judges we have in here?
One.
Okay.
And it was probably 5, 6 court appearances before we could handle the scrub situation. Isn't that correct? About
It took
5
a
or 6.
while.
The judge finally said, I don't know what to do, if you got any suggestion. Because he could fine him. He'd pay him. I guess
And that's,
a little here,
he
little
was
there.
calling up money, he just
After
paid
he
the
finds
fine.
this for people to be leaving a chance in yards.
Yes. They go out there and stay in them, but they can't live in them.
And they spread.
Well, all I do wanna know is, I would like y'all to know for sure, is that I'm very proud of our police department because they have been doing everything that they can in their power, except for picking them up and throwing them down the road. So,
We appreciate it. Let us look into
They
it.
all share.
Yeah,
Those
Like
people
she
all
said,
care
she's,
about anything.
all right, thank you, Ms.
that's
Lloyd.
right.
Lord,
Thank you.
Thank
you.
All right, thank you. All right.
All right, next is under the mayor's report, we do have a small executive session. We'll retire to my office right quick. It shouldn't take long. Motion to go into, closed session to see if the executive session is needed.
Motion.
All right, we'll retire to my office and then we'll go forward. All in favor? Ask for a motion to increase Eric Knight's pay by $1.50 an hour.
Motion.
All in favor? Pose same sign. Motion carried. All right, that's got the executive session. Now on to the MCWI. This is the dollar for dollar match. We talked to Kent Gino. Do y'all want to use the same engineer or what do y'all want to do
I
on
do,
this
they've
project?
done all the work.
Was that at?
They done the
Cook
advertising.
Hagen.
We did check, they done the advertisements already. So if y'all want to accept Cook Coggin as engineer for WCMI,
I'll make a motion.
Second.
MTWI, you got dyslexic again?
MC, what'd I say?
You said
WWF.
WCMI.
WCMI, MCWI funds. It's a COVID dollar for dollar match. So Cook Coggin will be our engineers on those items. Had a motion, Tara, second.
Me.
Lavelle, all in favor? Pose same sign. Motion carried. Yes, take the meeting. Now, on to the items we added to the agenda. The first one is a motion to purchase 2 car tags for the 2 new police cars at $32 each.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor? Pose same sign. Motion carried. Motion to approve privilege license for Vault Wine and Liquor LLC. They are moving into the old bank across from Walden's.
Motion.
All their paperwork is in order, by the way. Tara and Jimmy, all in favor? Pose same sign. Motion carried. Paul is asked to declare an emergency for the sewer treatment plant. Paul, you'll explain what's going on?
We're down to half of a treatment plant. We've been working on one of the beds for a month. And whatever it is way down deep. We went through the similar situation last year with the other one. It cost us, I think it was 25,000 on the north bed last year, and we're pretty much the same shape we're down. We're running over on our limits and everything else.
Is this something that we can look for a grant to do? I know everything's an emergency, but
Well, I mean, we're getting letters from DEQ and everything else. We're only allowed to run so much in each one. And we've got one doing half. We've done everything we know to do and tried to figure it out. It just is gonna have to be drained and tore apart.
How much are we talking?
If what we done last year was roughly $25,000, and we're hoping it's that or less this time. We won't know for sure until we get down to the bottom of it.
Could we use like some of the COVID funds as an emergency?
Is that the one?
We
I
can.
thought we were gonna
Most
redo the
all that
whole
money's
treatment
allocated.
plant.
No, we've got a water
Uh,
plant. that we're gonna
500,000 of it is northeast.
Yeah.
And
This
if we
is
do
the sewer
the
treatment
well
plant.
beside,
We need
behind,
it.
behind Hardy's, that's over $1 million, upward to $1.2 million to $1.5 million. So we've
Need
got
a new treatment
1.2 million, that's,
What
And
about
then,
the
God
construction?
dang, it wasn't gonna feel
25,000?
right.
Yeah, 25,000.
is this something that will be in this year's budget?
no,
No,
it'll be next year.
next year.
By the time we get the bills and everything, they will cycle through them past October 1st. Didn't mean to interrupt, I
That's
just,
okay, we're just asking
Like I
questions.
said, we've done everything we know to do. I mean, we've had parts welded and fabricated. We've done everything to take a snorkel and go down on our own. And it's,
We have to do it.
all right. Motion to declare emergency at the sewer treatment plant.
Motion.
Second,
All right.
and let's not rule out, speaking maybe with Cook Coggin or somebody, see if that's something that we can get a grant for.
So we've gotta have something there for David Jones, so what we're gonna spend up to, we gotta have,
Yeah.
keep declare an
25,000.
emergency and leave it blank, up to 25,000. Is that gonna get it?
we hope, but I won't start to.
Now, so we don't have to revisit it, can we put 50,000 so we know we're covered? Is that okay with the board?
I was gonna buy all the parts myself, trying to keep that down, for just labor is what we're looking at.
Well, have you?
I just don't have to revisit it. If you go over,
Well,
you have to revisit it.
You
If you
may
fall
fall
under,
back.
you're okay. Is my point.
I just wanted to get permission from y'all before I move forward and keep everybody in the
Right,
loop.
remember though, if it goes over 50, well, we have to bid it out. We need to keep it under.
Yeah. So 49, 40, my point is, y'all were talking, I'm sorry, but if we go under, we'll have to revisit it. If we come under budget, I don't have to revisit it, we go. Yes, it has. But if we don't budget it, we have to come back before the board. So I would rather say we're gonna do 50,000 and spend 30, that way we don't have to revisit this, is my point. So is 50,000 okay? So we'll make sure we're covered? Being it's an emergency? All in favor? Oh, same sign, motion carried. Thank you, Paul.
Thank you. We'll get started on
The next one, I'll just read this statement from the county. It is property PPIN number 1676, owner Johnny Dale Murphy, to approve the attached request to strike and refund for PPIN number 1676. It is further ordered that the tax collector void the 18 and 19 and 20 receipts for PPIN 1676, and that the tax sale for the same be voided, and that refunds, if any, to be issued by the purchasers of the same. This is a change order that the county done. We have no control over change orders. So this is something the county has done on this property. Daniel, any?
And basically, because of the nature of it, we need to follow suit in order to legally, not be held accountable for it, because like I said, this is something the county did, 18, 19, and 20 taxes that was sold, and they're just refunding the property.
These properties should not have been sold, and
So
they
there was
were.
a mistake
This
in the
fixes.
sale.
Yes.
Motion.
Second.
All right, all in favor? Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. And the application y'all had, in y'all's file Friday for Dustin Bain as a pipe fitter. Oscar,
Yeah, just the main.
There was an email that did come from Lisa up here that didn't go through. That's the reason we had it in the packet, but it didn't get put on the agenda.
It'd be a pipe fitter, $15 an hour. He's been working with Kevin Lambert. Kevin Lambert's, he's a contractor. He puts water lines, sewer line, gas lines. He drives the dump trucks and stuff.
Gotta address that.
That's right.
Well, when we do the raises, we'll have to have motion to hire Dustin Baines as pipe fitter at 15 an hour.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor? Opposed, same sign. Motion carried.
Thank y'all very much.
Next are the three items that we added.
Yeah, I asked Daniel we were just talking and I asked him when he was gonna be going on vacation and he leaves on the 16th.
Oh, this is about the board meeting.
Yeah. Can we possibly move that, because it's the second board meeting, we can move it.
Yes.
Can we move it up to the 15th or either do it, well, really we'll have to move it up to the 15th.
What would the 15th be on, Tuesday?
That'd be a Thursday. I've got the North Mississippi Mayor's Association meeting, in Tupelo, but I could miss that.
I was just thinking if he was gonna be out, that
You
we,
leaving on 16th? Okay, motion to move the second board meeting of the month of September to the 15th.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor? Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Next is the millage rate. It did get published in the paper. Motion to set the millage rate for the city of Booneville to 83.15 mils. 83.15 mils.
motion.
Second.
Did I say it wrong?
Say it again.
3.15.
381.
What'd I say?
83.
But I
Dyslexia.
actually understood it.
3.8. Here it is. 3.815.
I was gonna ask you about did they have you tested as youngster, but they already gone. So.
3.815 mils. All in favor? Opposed, same sign.
Who voted that? Who?
LaBelle and who seconded it?
Who seconded that?
Tara did.
I did. I did. I was still in the dyslexia session. I didn't know.
And I wrote it down correctly too.
Okay.
You wrote it down correctly even after I said it.
Yeah.
All right, all in favor?
No.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. I did make that change with Eric on that printout. Y'all see me throw the other way, if you will, on my printer, running down there, and if you will get that printed for everybody, that'll be the final budget. Not on my printer. Can you go ahead and get one for all the aldermen? And that is all the changes that we made last night and the one change that we made tonight. And, motion to accept the budget we discussed, and y'all will have in hand in just a minute that we've already looked at and went over.
Motion.
All in favor? Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. And she's gonna go get that off my printer and print all the aldermen a copy, so y'all have the final copy of the budget. And, we'll go and do that for you, print. Sharon has something, an announcement on the announcements.
Hey, I sent out an email and I don't know that everybody received it, but if you did not receive an email from me concerning when your department is supposed to be here for their insurance appointment, please get with me. Blue Cross Blue Shield will be here from Jackson. We will have, David, several people here for the next 3 days. So please try to make sure that the appointments are met so that everybody gets covered on insurance.
I got email.
Okay. Any other announcements we need to be made? Motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Second. LaBelle and Tara, all in favor? Opposed, same sign. Thank the internet for everybody watching. Thank you, James, for hooking it up.
Thank you.